Welcome to AGORACOM, the Small Cap Epicenter, and AGORACOM TV, a daily, fast-paced, edgy show bringing the best press releases out of the small and mid-cap space at the open so you can hopefully profit from them, maybe find your next great investments. Wednesday, October the 14th, I have 4 great press releases for you, all sides of the border, China, resources, U.S. Let's get straight to it. First up, China Insonline trades on the NASDAQ under CHIO. This is an operator of one of China's leading insurance service web portals. They put out some numbers for the year ended June 30th, 2009. This for the year ended June 30th. Net revenue up 31% to just under $18 million. Net income up 10% to $9.177 million. Earnings per share, 23 cents per share on 40 million shares outstanding. That compares to 25 cents per share last year. However, that was on just 34 million shares outstanding, so they did pretty well there as well. What's really significant about that, the company closed yesterday at $1. That means they're trading at about 4 times earnings. This is pretty good for a company with significant revenue and top-line growth. 52-week trading range, 309 on the high side, 17 cents on the low side. As always, do your own due diligence, but this may be a good entry point. I like these numbers as long as there are no skeletons in the closet. Sticking with China, eFuture Information Technology trades on the NASDAQ under EFUT. These are financial results for the full year ended December 31st, 2008. Seems a little bit late because that's 9 months ago, 10 months ago, so they're way over time, but I've got a bit of an explanation why this may be an opportunistic time. First, let's go over the numbers. Revenues up 64.7% to $20.5 million. Gross profit up 50% to $8.5 million. Net loss, they did have a net loss, but that was just $700,000 compared to $3.15 million last year. So we got significant top-line growth and significant bottom-line improvement. No reason why this company shouldn't be profitable. Now, why is the number so late? Looks like I've got some a quote here from the chief financial officer of the company. It looks like they went through a re-audit process where they identified material weaknesses and deficiencies in their controls. So it looks like they had to go over the books all over again. Typically, that's not good, but they've gone through it now. It's not like we're announcing it and we don't know what the surprises are going to be. They've gone through it. They've put out the numbers, pretty strong numbers, and the company is reaffirming the upward revision of the 2009 revenue guidance to between $28 and $29 million. Keep in mind, this year they did 20.5. So you got a company here that's going to grow at about 40% in revenue. Pretty good, and you may be getting a cheap price because their 52-week high is $13.85. They closed yesterday just over $8, so they may have already been punished for having to go through the re-audit process. Might be a good entry point. Do your due diligence. Next up, Primestar Group trades on the OTC under EFIR. They're announcing that their wholly owned subsidiary, Wild Grill Foods, received purchase orders for $1.25 million from their 4,000 customers in Q4. Some of the highlights, they've expanded their wholesale and retail supermarket distribution channels by adding 1,200 new locations throughout the U.S. They now have over 4,000 locations where Wild Grill products are available, including regional and national supermarket chains, and they're projecting over $8.5 million in revenue for 2010. Now, a couple of things here. I wouldn't call them red flags, but definitely yellow flags, cautions. First of all, nowhere in this press release did they mention any of these regional or national supermarket chains. So I'm curious as to why they're not naming them, considering the fact that the products are sitting on their shelves. Usually companies go out of their way to announce these things and let you know. I couldn't find it anywhere. So that makes me a little bit skeptical, but maybe it's just a conservative side of the business. The other thing that makes me a little bit nervous here is they closed just at 28 cents, which is fine. Their 52-week high is 75 cents, which is fine. We know a lot of companies taking a hit. But their 52-week low, it looks like, could be wrong, but I don't think it's a typo, 0.0001. So something's gone on there, some kind of a massive consolidation. Do your own due diligence, okay? This is an example of a company where the numbers sound good, but you've really got to dig down and take a look at what's really behind the numbers. And finally, going to the resources side, we got Tirex Resources, trades on the TSX Venture Exchange under TXX. They announced step-out drill hole intersected 30 meters of 1.04% copper, 1.16% zinc, and 1.1 grams per ton of gold. These are further assays from the 2009 drill program on their VMS project in Albania. Go take a look at the numbers. Here's some of the highlights from the company. They're saying continuity of the mineralized zone grows. Drilling completed over 255 meters of strike length, which is not that big actually, but further assay results are pending, and they're saying the thick zone is wide open for expansion every direction. They closed yesterday at 73 cents, almost dead smack in the middle of the 52 high and low. $1.50 on the high side, 21.5 cents on the low side. That's a wrap. As always, quality over quantity, great press releases, but if you look for more great small and mid-cap company news or information so you can find your next investment, AGORACOM is the place you got to be. Get over to our front page. 3 things you want to do there. 1, watch this show on a daily basis. We filter out all the press releases every day and bring you just the best ones. 2, take a look at our featured press releases, which come from our clients, but that news is only great news, no fluff there, really good impacting news. And finally, go into our marketplace. A lot of great companies listed there by industry and exchange. Most importantly, really succinct descriptions, and you can filter the entire list by industry and exchange so you can quickly find the one that best suits your portfolio. That's a wrap. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.